Keys, please. You're drunk. CEO falls for single dad who saved her. The rain hadn't stopped for 2 days straight in Seattle. It painted the streets silver and blurred the skyline like a half-remembered dream. Inside Harbolite Bar, laughter mixed with music and the faint smell of whiskey. It was the kind of night when strangers said too much and forgot twice as fast. Olivia Hart, 32, leaned on the counter, half-finished martini in hand, diamond-cut ambition hidden behind tired eyes. To the city, she was the Olivia Hart, the youngest CEO of Hartwell Tech, a woman who turned a start-up in a garage into a billion-dollar company. But tonight, she wasn't the woman on magazine covers. She was just a person who signed divorce papers that morning and couldn't tell if she was relieved or broken. She twirled her car keys, staring at her reflection in the glass. "Another?" the bartender asked. Olivia smiled thinly. "Why not? I've already made all my bad decisions today." Outside, a man carried a sleepy little girl on his shoulder, her pink rain boots swinging as he hurried through the downpour. Ethan Miller, 36, single dad, mechanic by trade. He stopped at the bar to pick up takeout for his daughter's birthday dinner, which they celebrate in their apartment above his garage. The little girl, Lily, clutched a paper crown from school and whispered, "Daddy, I'm hungry." "I know, sweetheart. Just a minute, okay." He stepped inside to grab the order, and that's when he saw her. Olivia, slouched over the counter, arguing with her reflection and fumbling with her keys. Her lips moved, but no one was listening. Something about her looked lost. When she finally stood, her chair scraped sharply against the floor. "Excuse me," she mumbled, nearly bumping into him. Ethan caught her before she stumbled. "Whoa, easy there." Olivia blinked at him, irritation flaring. "I'm fine. I just need to go home." "You're not fine," he said calmly. "Keys, please. You're drunk." Her jaw tightened. "Do you know who I am?" "Someone who's not driving tonight," he replied. "So yeah, give me the keys." For a second, she stared at him, the audacity, the warmth in his voice, the way he didn't care about her last name. Then she laughed, bitterly. "You sound like my ex-husband." Then maybe he had a point, Ethan said. "Simon, I'll call you a cab." But Olivia shook her head, almost defiantly. "No cab. I hate small talk." "Okay," he sighed, glancing at Lily, who was now holding his hand. "How about this? I drive you home. Free of charge. Mechanic's honor." Something in his tone, simple, kind, no hidden agenda, made her pause. Against all reason, she nodded. The ride. Rain hammered the windshield as Ethan's old Ford rumbled down the slick streets. Lily sang softly in the back seat, humming a birthday song to her doll. Olivia stared out the window, mascara smudged, the city lights turning into streaks of color. "So what's your deal?" Ethan asked gently. "My deal? Yeah. People don't usually drink like that unless something's gone sideways." She exhaled, watching the rain. "Divorce. The end of a 7-year lie." He nodded, eyes on the road. "I get it. Mine ended 5 years ago. Cancer took her." Her head turned sharply. "I'm sorry." He smiled faintly. "Don't be." "She gave me Lily. Best thing that ever happened to me." For the first time that night, Olivia's voice softened. "She's beautiful." "You're lucky." "Yeah. But luck's funny," he said. "Sometimes it starts with loss." They pulled up outside a sleek glass building, her condo tower. She hesitated before opening the door. "Thank you, Ethan." "No problem. Get some rest." She hesitated again. "Wait, how did you know my name?" He grinned. "Seattle's not that big. And your face is on half the billboards downtown." She laughed quietly. "Right. The poster child for success who can't even drive herself home." "You're human," he said simply. "Don't let the headlines fool you." Before she could answer, Lily leaned forward from the back seat. "Happy birthday, Miss Lady." Olivia blinked. "What?" Lily smiled. "It's my birthday, so you can have one of my wishes." Olivia smiled despite herself. "What did you wish for?" "A mommy," the girl whispered. The words hung in the air like the quiet after thunder. Days after. Olivia couldn't stop thinking about them, the kind-eyed mechanic and his daughter who gave away birthday wishes. 3 days later, her Tesla refused to start in the underground garage of Hartwell Tech. When the tow truck arrived, she froze. Ethan stepped out, wearing his oil-stained jacket, same gentle smile. "Well," he said, "either fate's got a sense of humor, or your car just misses me." She laughed, really laughed for the first time in months. "Maybe both," she said. While he worked, they talked. About work. About Lily's school. About Olivia's mother, who passed away before her success. He was calm where she was chaos, steady where she was storms. When he finished, he refused payment. "Consider it a favor. You already paid me in company gossip." She rolled her eyes. "At least let me buy you coffee." And that was how it began. Coffee, rain, and real things. Coffee turned into walks along the pier. Walks turned into dinners, sometimes with Lily, who proudly declared that Olivia was fancy but nice. Ethan's world was small but full: Saturday pancakes, bedtime stories, laughter in between bills. Olivia's was enormous but empty. And somehow, their worlds started blending in ways neither planned. She'd show up at his garage with lunch, he'd drop by her office with Lily holding daisies for Miss Olivia. It wasn't glamorous, it was real. And real was something Olivia hadn't felt in years. One night, sitting on his porch as rain whispered on the roof, she said, "You make it look easy." "What?" "Life. Being happy with less." He smiled. "Less just makes space for what matters." She looked at him, eyes soft, lips parted like she wanted to say something but didn't. Instead, she rested her head on his shoulder. He didn't move. He didn't need to. Sometimes silence says more than confession. The storm. But love, like weather, changes fast. A week later, a scandal hit the news. An investor accused Hartwell Tech of misusing funds. Reporters swarmed. Olivia's name trended. Shareholders panicked. She tried to hold it together, but the board demanded her resignation until things are clarified. Overnight, the empire she built turned into glass shards. Ethan found her sitting in her car outside the garage, staring blankly. "Olivia," he said softly. "They're taking everything, Ethan," she whispered. "I don't even know who I am without that company." He crouched beside her. "You're the woman who helped my daughter bake cookies. Who laughs when she spills flour. That's who you are." Tears broke through. "I don't deserve you." He took her hand. "That's not your decision to make." For the first time, Olivia didn't argue. The fall and the rise. The investigation cleared her name. Months later, a corrupt accountant had fabricated numbers. But by then, she changed. The woman who once defined herself by power now found peace in evenings with a little girl who insisted on bedtime hugs. When she was reinstated as CEO, she almost said no. Instead, she negotiated part-time, remote options, more ethical projects. The board was shocked. Olivia didn't care. She found something worth more than prestige. The twist. 1 year after that night in the bar, Olivia stood in the rain outside the same place. The neon sign flickered. She smiled, remembering her drunken stumble, the stranger who caught her before she fell. She turned when she heard laughter. Ethan and Lily walking toward her, the little girl in a yellow raincoat. "Hey," he said. "Déjà vu." "Maybe," she said. "Only this time, I'm sober." "Good. Saves me from playing chauffeur." They walked to the pier, the same one where she first told him her story. She took a deep breath. "Do you believe in fate?" He grinned. "I believe in second chances. And people crazy enough to take them." "Good," she said softly, "because I'm asking for mine." Ethan's smile faded, replaced by something gentler, deeper. He leaned in and kissed her slow, certain, like coming home after a long journey. Lily clapped her hands behind them. "I told you, Daddy. My wish worked." They laughed, the three of them, under a soft Seattle rain that no longer felt cold. Epilogue, 1 year later. The sign outside the garage now read Hart and Miller Auto and Design, a blend of both worlds. Olivia handled the design software side, Ethan managed repairs. And Lily drew rainbows on every invoice. Success looked different now, smaller, quieter, truer. Sometimes Olivia still got calls from old investors, asking if she'd ever return to corporate life. She'd just smile and say, "I already did. It just looks like this." On the anniversary of the night they met, Ethan handed her a small box. Inside was a key, silver, engraved with her initials. She looked up, confused. He smiled. "It's to the house we're building. Figured it's your turn to keep the keys." She laughed, eyes wet. "You're unbelievable." He pulled her close. "You started it? You said, 'Keys, please.' I'm just giving them back." The rain began again, soft, familiar, but this time, it felt like a blessing. And in that small Seattle garage that smelled of coffee, oil, and new beginnings, a CEO who once had everything finally found what she didn't know she was missing. A home.